So, as you can see, fuel tank's been taken off. We're going to replace these fuel lines, I think. And we've also got a hose that goes along onto this one, into there. It's going to be a bit tricky to get to, but we might have to remove this here to sort it out. So we might have to drain the hydraulic fluid, remove that, and see how it all works out in that paraphernalia, because it doesn't actually have an engine cooler on, oil cooler, so there's something else we would like to sort out. But anyways, and then we've got all in here to clean out and sort out a few little things. The plan is with the exhaust, so we've taken the exhaust off, and instead of having it beaten up like it is, I'm hoping I can get a nice short swept 90 and sort of come through here, then come down and then come out. And the plan is to have it come out and then come out on the bonnet with a bigger pipe bolted to the bonnet, and then it can just blow out of there. We were going to aim for the hole down there, but it's just, I don't have enough pipe to do it, I don't think. So we have to go and look for some pipe. We've got to also try and free that up. Yeah, so, and we've then got to remount the system. Thinking about changing the fuel filter housing to a Land Rover one, because they're easier to find filters for. So, but yeah, so as we got rained off from Sharon, I thought I'd tinker around with this. After getting out the hose, so this is the return hose for the main flow back. It's a 25mm one. It's got a little pinhole in it. This hose here doesn't leak, but I need that hose but double the length, because that hose connects to that fitting down there, along with this small hydraulic hose up here, and it comes down to here, and then it has a piece comes up, and then it used to go into the oil cooler. Well, the oil cooler was done away with, and it was fabble cobbled into some, I don't know what you want to call it. Instead of having all that and being complicated, we're just going to take this hose, loop it down here, and straight back onto the fitting, and then your filter, and then it can just go straight into the tank that way. Hopefully it'll stop a lot of leaks. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to put this, but we're going to spin this around so that the air filter housing's here, and then we're going to get a hose, run down here, and then pop it here, and then pop it up, and then have the pre-cleaner, which is here. A little pre-cleaner. I don't even know if it's really a pre-cleaner, to be fair. Just a little cleaner sitting in here. You might even have it sitting that way. Doesn't really matter, because by the looks of it, it's not really a pre-cleaner. So it's sort of pointless, isn't it? So that is another thing that we're aiming to do, and with a bit of 2-inch water pump hose, we should be able to do it. Fuel lines, we're going to replace the fuel lines. So we've modified that. We've also done away with the dodgy throttle that was there, and we're going to fit the original throttle and make a bracket up to fit that on, so it's easier. Seats coming out, we're going to try and find a slightly better one to go in. If not, we'll fit that one back in. The door's got to come off because this catch is all broken, so we're going to cut all this out and see if we can modify a Land Rover back door one to go in there, because it's got the same principle as this. Only can get one of these cracked, so I've got to work on this and try and free that hinge up there up, because I want to take that off, clean that up. Then we're also going to cut out and replate this all along here, hopefully. So the plan was to replate this to here, and then just replate it as best we can. It's not going to be perfect. And then recut it to do the thing. And if we have to, we could also cut this to modify it for the handle and replate all that. Do away with this bit is the plan. So that hose that I've taken off actually comes down from in the bottom here. We've got the seat out throttle thing, which that's the original throttle piece there, which will then go up over there. Then we've got the electrics to sort out and try and get it so that the temperature gauge works and the horn works and little things, just minute things. Also, the control for this, I don't know whether you can sort of see it, but this one leaks quite dramatically, and it sort of, yeah, it's quite juddery on the controls when you go to slew as well. So I'm putting it down to this wearing out. I'm taking it they are standard. If not, then we'll get one and then modify that to go in there. For the actual booms itself, if you can help us out, I'm after a boom for in there, the complete ram, sorry, I want the complete ram and piston, seals and everything. I don't mind if the hose fittings are slightly different, but they can't connect at the bottom down there. They've got to connect at least halfway up or up at the top, because we can always get new hoses made if we have to. And likewise for the top and the dipper boom and the bucket ram. So we'd like to replace all the rams on there. We're also going to clean up all these, and hopefully get these all nice and cleaned up. This 2 pipes here is actually for your pecker, which comes up the center here, and then I guess goes down the side. I don't know where it goes, but we're planning on getting fittings made up for them, and then having a hose just clamped in either side all the way up, to run a pecker. It's not actually for a pecker, it's going to be for a auger for drilling post holes, hopefully. Got to sort out the battery box, make sure the battery can't dance around like a blue ass fly, and then eventually we've got to replace all the pins and bushes in here. I don't think you can buy them anymore, so the plan is to knock pins out and make new bushes up for everything. But that's why I want to get the new rams, and hopefully that they'll be the same size as what these are. And like the dipper one pin there, the main pin there is quite badly worn, so we'll get that done. But yeah, we're ready to get it done. We'll then replace this light with a nice LED light, because this light is just awesome. As you can see, just falling apart. There's not really much left to it, so we're going to take that off. For the cables, we're literally just going to cable tie down one of the pipelines, and then when it gets to here, I'll run them through some a bit of conduit stuff, that flexi conduit stuff, and then reeve it, basically follow one of the hoses. I was thinking about getting an old hydraulic hose and actually just feeding it through an old hydraulic hose underneath there, less chafing then, so I might even still do that. And then we're going to put 2 LED lights up on the cab up there. We'll weld 2 brackets on there, and that'll be ran off switches in the thing. And then we're also going to put another LED light up there pointing back, just to light up behind you. So yeah, that's our plan of attack anyway for now. But yeah, it is what it is. We're not really focusing on this bit at the moment because I've got to try and find some hydraulic rams, and maybe I might have to get a lathe. It'll be easier for me to make the bushes while I'm here. I have got a mini lathe, but I need to sort it out. Tracks, we are looking at getting replacement tracks. So we're thinking about doing that. They are, I think it was 50 something links, 40 something links. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. 43 links. So that's a big 43. So yeah, we're also going to, I don't know the idea of it, but we're going to also take this apart and find out what it is. If not, we'll just cut this bit off, because when you bring it around, as I found out a while ago, it hits this, and then we'll get a replacement bit of perspex, replace this bit of perspex with a new piece. Also going to try and sort out the wiper motor, see if we can get that sorted. The other thing I've got to sort out is, I don't know if it's a window that's doing it, or if it's because this doesn't shut up tight against here, but it fills this channel in here with water. So my theory is that it could be this. It also could be the window. Like, I'm not saying it isn't the window, but like, it looks pretty snug along there. So we might end up taking this window out, giving it a bit of a clean up, and then we've got to try and find a wiper arm. So I'm thinking of a Land Rover back door wiper motor rigged up in there with a Land Rover wiper arm sort of thing, maybe, I don't know. And then we're thinking about giving it a coat of lick of paint where we can. Just spray can it now for now. Just the awkward bits, as we've got quite a bit apart, but the rest of it's not really going to get too much. We're just trying to get it functional at the moment, and while we're working out spares and parts, we just sort of tidy up bits and sort out a few leaks that we know of. The other one I got to get on this is a 10 centimeter one of these hydraulic thingies. So I think you measure from the center of the bolt to the center of the bolt, and if not, it is 13 centimeters long in total. So so that's something else that I've got to get my hands on, because it leaks down here. This was a new one, but I had to cut it to fit, and I didn't know that they're actually tapered slightly there, so it didn't fit as good as I wanted it to. But you live and learn. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically it really. I had Loopy up helping me sort bits out, and the weather's been nice now for a little bit, so assuming that it must be time to go around to Moss Side, get some supper, have a shower, and get ready for showering again tomorrow. So don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.